what's up? We're here with Lil Dude, man. Big Say So, Trap Nada, whatever you feel most comfortable calling him, man. Before we get started everything, the term Big Say So, where did you originally actually like get the term Big Say So? Because I actually didn't hear it until you started, saying it like here and there. Out here, you saying it, in music videos and things like that. Like, where did that term come from?
Basically rapping in the studio and shit. Just ran with it. I kept saying it and shit.
And like that, like, cause you make up like a few like lingos, that I hear like it's said often. Also like no bat, like the word like bat. Like I honestly lie to you not. I didn't really like hear it until when you were saying it. Like did you just turn the word cat to bat and then that's what you were saying originally?
Nah, I really got no bat. I got no bat from one of them Chief Keef songs called No Bat Bat. And I basically just got there and just ran with it, Bragging niggas say no bat, but we just really just ran with it.
Yeah, I mean, we like I've seen in the past with Sosa, and his peoples and things like that, and I see a lot of love and support, going on over there. Like, did you guys like ever come across it with anything in the studio, or did it's just been off love and support type?
Nah, really like love and support type shit, regular shit. I know songs too and shit.
Facts. I was growing up in Riverdale, and what was some of your toughest challenges growing up in Riverdale, Maryland?
Tough challenges. I ain't really had no tough challenges for it, just regular, like any other place,
Mm-hmm.
Really wasn't no tough challenges though. Or any other regular neighborhood, you know how shit go.
Yeah. Did you did you start like sipping lean when you recently or when you was younger?
Nah, I've been sipping lean probably since when I was in high school, getting out of high school.
High school, damn.
Yeah.
So what it was just happened. Like you just picked up a cup.
I don't even remember how the fuck I started sipping lean.
Like you just rumble. You just picked up a girl and said I'm.
Game sipping lean. That's how it came about, and then that shit just
Yeah.
shit like smoking weed.
Damn. So would you say you fuck with lean or weed more?
Shit the same to me. The same.
They dead even.
Can't go out without.
Yeah. You gotta have the weed. You gotta have the lean at the same time. Now that makes sense, man. So I see so far, in your career, you've been, solely, independent artist, and it's been working out, very, very solid for you. Like, I'm not, as now, you're not signed, right?
No.
Now, yeah, you independent, right? So, you've been independent, for a minute, and that's, that's very, respective and that's powerful. You're not saying that you really just say, you're really gonna, be your own, boss, and really handle things your own way. Like, do you plan on, staying independent throughout your whole career, or do you at some point in your career do you plan on signing if the price is right?
Yeah, if the price right, we can do something. We can make it like a project, do something. But as of right now, we independent. But if they come with the right price, of course we can do something. We can make something shake.
What will be considered the right price for you?
I don't know. It's all about. There ain't no such thing as the right. There's no number on there. It gotta be whatever the conversation was about right then and there.
Nah, that's facts. That makes a lot of sense. Like, do you write when you go in the studio? Like, do you just you go in the studio and just start doing your own thing, or do you write?
Nah, I don't be writing. I just go in there and just rap on the mic. I don't like writing. I don't write at all.
Why don't you prefer? Why you feel like you just whatever's going on in top of your head, it's easy to just process the information right then and there.
Yeah, I don't like writing because when I be writing, it sound like I'm just reading. It ain't authentic. I'm just reading on the mic.
Nah, I know what you're saying. And when you like, cause some people, a lot of artists, like in the that I know work with the past or just in general in the game, they usually they say they they always what's it called, like they always
When I get out the interview, y'all gonna be laughing. This nigga shit.
So what's like as far as it could be, I would say it could be like about anything, as far as like life or like anything in general. What's like three things you could say that you can't live without? Like what's three things Lil Dude can't live without?
The gang, and weed.
The gang, lean, and weed. It is. You're damn right. Nah, that's facts, man. Sheesh. Man, if it was up to you right now, it's probably like I would say like probably like off topic, like off music, like just curious, like if it was up to you to be the president, like of the country, like would you be the president? What's some things you would change if you was to be the president of the country?
Oh man, I changed a lot of shit, man. I changed, man. All rats really must die. You tell you gonna have a symbol on your head. As soon as you tell you can't be headless. Nigga gonna catch you gonna get eliminated. You can't bear arms everywhere. All type of shit, man. No lights, man. You gonna be out here. It's gonna be crazy, man. It's gonna look like Granddad thought of if I'm the president.
So do you feel it'll be a bigger change like in the country, or you feel like you just gonna be fucking chaos?
Nah, it ain't gonna be chaos because it's gonna be what everybody want.
Yeah.
If you start any chaos, you're gonna get eliminated. That's just what it is.
Yeah.
Elimination.
Yeah. Nah, that's good, man. Like that is the fact. Now that is true though. Like if you do bring chaos, now that's true. They gonna definitely get you out of
But
there.
everything already right. You gonna bring chaos without already made all the rules good. Now you just doing what you wanna do.
I'll do whatever. Would you like how would you handle the justice system if you was in there? What would you change in the justice system? Because I know the justice system affects a lot of black men especially.
I make it some realistic, truthful shit, man. You can't, all these years they giving these people, man, it's unrealistic, all that. That shit is out of hand. Some realistic shit. I had that shit. You can't even get dread football numbers and all this crazy shit. They get 180, 30 years, 50. Who the fuck gonna do that? By your age limit. So if you a certain age, that's what you can't do that many years. That's how I'm high that shit.
Yeah, and that's
some real government.
Man, I never actually thought about it like that. Why don't they actually just have it by the age, like cause they be having like 13, 14. They'll have a 13, 14-year-old doing life, like and it's like I really feel like at 12, 13, regardless of what was done, benefit of the doubt, whatever, like you shouldn't, it's, you're not really a fool, able to make like thorough, smart decisions at age like that. Shit. But man, I see you and Goonew got a lot of music out. Y'all been making a lot of music together, in the past and things like that. Like, how did y'all first get together and come about making music, or was it like a brotherhood and then y'all just hopped in the stew and just did what y'all had to do?
That shit was already like a brotherhood. He was already in the stew when I was rapping. He just never rapping type shit. He was in the stew, then he stopped rapping on his own time, going up.
Yeah.
That shit was started cranking. That shit went up.
Yeah. I remember that. What was that first song y'all made? Was it?
Right, Shots Fired.
Yeah, it was 2017. Yeah, I remember that. So when did you start rapping? Like, you started rapping with like 2000.
I've been rapping. I probably started rapping around like 2012 and shit like that. Bro.
Damn.
Like, I've been rapping I've been putting that shit like on YouTube before everybody was doing this shit, but I was just doing the shit just like on
just to
put
do it
on the YouTube type shit.
Like, so what did you like? You rap like you had like your own studio set up. You punch yourself in the studio, or you had like
I
one.
wasn't never record myself. Like a nigga go about a couple hours from a nigga up the street in the studio, shit like that.
Yeah.
Rap on a YouTube beat.
Mhm.
Shit like that.
Yeah. Ain't no like it wasn't a certain individual that that inspired you to hop in the studio. Cause 2012, like, that's some time. It's about 9 years. That's almost 10 years. Like, so like were you inspired by certain phase in music? Were you inspired by a certain person, or it was just something like you just like to do because there was already a lot going on in the streets anyways?
You said what? Say it again.
Like I'm with the how I was saying like with the influence and how you got in the studio, because you were saying 2012, like that's like a long.
I just got in the studio cause I got in the studio when I started seeing niggas from out here rapping like getting buzz and shit. Like,
Right.
That's what made me start getting in the studio for real. Cause I always used to just rap.
Just a rap, right.
Outside and shit. But when I started seeing niggas out here getting in the studio and start getting on YouTube and shit.
Yeah.
That's when I started doing it.
Nah, that's facts. And then like, and then when you was first getting buzzing, like last like 27 17 when we was 2016 we respectfully started buzzing. Like I remember that linebacker, like you and rest in peace to Baby Yock, you and Baby Yock and Big Flock. How did like that came about the song Linebacker? You guys are always damn. So damn, that's dope. Cause then damn, rest in peace, for real, man. Cause I remember, yeah, that's for real. Nah, for real. Cause I remember Art really, honestly, truthfully, was one of the like the first artists to ever even to show because it started out with photography. He was one of the first artists to really show us love. He had me pull up to the Riverdale at the time. He was in the studio. It was just him, and when it was two of his people's there, man. It was dope. At the time I ain't had no buzz. I had no buzz. We didn't have nothing. Like a camera. You was just a Canon camera. What I'm saying? Had about had about a couple $100 followers. What I'm saying? Not even 1,000. I'm talking a couple $100 followers. Like a random account type hit you up. I'm trying to take pictures of. What I'm saying? He like, what, pull up. What I'm saying? Get the pull up. I'm like, man, that was love. That was. And then from there on out, now he was a genuine dude. Wasn't really knowing care about the gimmicks. What I'm saying? He just cared about doing what he had to do. Man, how did that? But
that's how he did. He's still no business, man.
How did that? How did that whole situation affect you? As a person, moving forward with life.
Man, that shit. I don't even know. I can't even tell you for real. I ain't even like. That shit just made me just go harder, take this shit serious, the rap shit.